This is a limited edition WhistlePig Piggyback Single Barrel Rye Whiskey, finished in gin barrels. This barrel was selected by the Stake Sauber Formula 1 team. It was aged in New American Oak for 6 years and finished in Oath gin barrels. Oath was created by F1 driver Valtteri Bottas and his partner, Australian cyclist Tiffany Cromwell. I'd love to try the gin, but for now, I'll stick with this rye whiskey. This special edition WhistlePig Rye is 100.77 proof, a nod to Valtteri Bottas's racing number. Unfortunately, Bottas just lost his spot on the Sauber team and won't be rejoining them in 2025. Back to the booze. Is the gin barrel finish going to make a difference, or is it just a gimmick? I've never heard of anything like this. It sounded so weird and interesting, I raced to the liquor store to grab a bottle. I also picked up the regular WhistlePig 6-year rye along with a pour snout. I thought it would be fun to compare these two. Plus, this is my first time trying anything from WhistlePig. It's made in Vermont with ingredients from Canada, so I'm going to taste these now for the first time. I just opened this one to put the pour snout on, so I'm going to put their regular 6-year rye in here. The bottle states that it's 100% rye. It's 96.5 proof, and it's aged 6 years. Now this one, it also says it's aged 6 years, and it's a single barrel selection, and it's at 100.77 proof. One thing I don't know is the mash bill of this one. I assume it's 100% rye, but the bottle doesn't say it, and I couldn't find anything online. But my guess is that it would be pretty close to this one. Alright, so these two, the color, pretty much exactly the same. Let's see how they are on the nose. Definitely a lot of rye spice in this one. I almost pick up like a hint of some kind of citrus in it. Now, the gin barrel one. I think I actually am picking up some like juniper notes and more of a floral note in this one. I was kind of skeptical, so now let's taste them side by side. So with this being 100% rye, I expected it to be like even spicier, but I guess the 6-year aging kind of mellows it out a bit. So you still get some of that nice like caramel vanilla flavor that you get with whiskeys. I'm really hoping I can tell a difference in the taste of this one, or I'll be kind of disappointed because this one was about $20 more than the regular one. I think I can tell a difference. It does, especially on the nose, it's got that juniper scent. And I do think it's a little more floral and earthy than the regular one. So WhistlePig Piggyback was specifically made for cocktails. So let's make 2 versions of the Old Pal cocktail, one with each of these. An Old Pal is a Negroni riff that uses rye whiskey instead of gin and dry vermouth instead of sweet vermouth. You can use equal parts of all 3 ingredients, but I'm going to use the spec out of my Death & Company recipe book. They bumped the whiskey up to 1.5 ounces and used 3/4 ounces each of the Campari and dry vermouth. I'm hoping that helps showcase the botanical notes from the Ryes gin barrel finish. Alright, so I've got my 2 versions of the Old Pal. And I would also like to take this opportunity to make a public service announcement. I just opened a brand new bottle of vermouth, so it wasn't in the refrigerator. I wrote today's date on the back, and I am going to refrigerate it when I'm done. And I'll discard it after 5 or 6 weeks if I haven't used it up. So let's taste these drinks and see if the gin barrel finish makes a difference. The original Old Pal is really good. I mean, it was basically made for rye whiskey. So, and it's a Negroni riff, and Negronis normally have gin, so I thought it would be a good fit for this gin barrel-aged WhistlePig. I think it does like make a difference. Like I could like smell it in both the straight whiskey and the drink. I think this is like a pretty cool thing actually. And the Old Pal's a great cocktail. Let me know in the comments below if you've had either one of these and what you think of them. So what's next for Valtteri Bottas? It looks like he's been living his best life and is open to options. What's next for this channel? If you want to know that, just subscribe and hit that bell, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!